And that is, these are fractions. So what are fractions first? Let's say you have your pizza again, and you have to give a half of it to your brother. How do you write that? We had the pie chart first, and you told me in percentage. You told me it's a 50-50 chance. That's a half. But how do you write it in a fraction? 1/2. Very good. 1/2. What does this number down at the bottom mean?
That means you can add 2 of this to get the whole.
Yeah, so there are 2 of these pieces to make a whole.
Yeah.
Yes. What is a whole? Do you know a fraction?
1.
1. Yeah, that's good. Or 1/1. Yeah, very good. Very good. Or could be any other number. 7/7, yeah. 10/10. 100/100. 1,000/1,000. What's your lucky number?
135.
35/35. Still a 1. Yeah. It's only one piece. You don't have 35 pieces of it. It's still 1. It's 1 pizza. So what is this then? It's also a half, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So now you trick your brother, and because you don't want to give him a half of the other pizza, because you're eating this pizza, so this slice, you only want to give him half of a half. How much do you give him?
1/4.
1/4. So you tell him you're going to get 1/4, and he thinks, oh, that's the same as a half. But no, it's not, because there is a difference in the name. It's still the same amount. He only gets 1 slice, right? So you also got 1 slice. However, your slice was bigger because you're cleverer. So, because you're greedy. Exactly. And smart. Yes. So the thing at the bottom is the name, what it is called. Like this is called a quarter. This is called a half.
Yeah.
It shows you how many of these are in there. So if we were to have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, this would make a whole. So at the top you have, this is called in maths numerator, or that's the amount. How much do you have actually in front of you? Your brother has 1 piece, you've got 1 piece. However, they're different in size, so that's the name of it, quarter, half, or the size, These are the pieces that you have. So this is the denominator. Denominator. You don't need to know that, but the important thing is these are the pieces. This is how big the slice is. Yeah. So even if you get 1 piece, like your brother, he could still end up with a smaller size. So it's not the same. A quarter is not the same as a half. What about then some more children join the table and you need to slice a quarter again?
1/8.
1/8. Very good. And that would be also 1/8. Yeah. So these were for the other 2 children. And that all together makes a whole. So we know now that a half is the same as how many quarters?
2.
2 quarters, yeah? Because if you have this and this, it's the same as you were having. You would have to give your brother, if he's going to get quarters, and he should have the same amount, because this time you're not greedy. how many pieces would you have to give him? 2. To make it the same, you see, because we have an equal sign here. It has to be the same. So let's say a lot of children join. And you want to give them a half of your pizza, you know, this is your half, and then you divide it. So you can give out a lot of 8s. How many can you give out? 4, yeah, to make it equal. So all of this is a half, you see? So we can express it in different numbers. We could, let's see, 2, 4, 8. What would be next? 16 would be next, yeah? 1, 2, 4, 8. 8. Yeah. How did we do that? We didn't draw it. So how did we come to this conclusion? Multiply, yes. So what was the multiplication here?
2 times 4.
Times 2 times 2, but also at the top. Yeah, same thing at the top. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. And it's always the same because we multiply by the same number. It has to be the same. If you times 3 and at the bottom times 6, that doesn't work, yeah? So then it's not the same. If we want it to be the same, we have to, you know, be fair to both numbers. I can't multiply the top number by 6 and not do the same for the bottom. Yeah, I have to treat them as equal. You know, you have to be a good parent. You can't just give them a bit more attention and the other one less. Yeah, so you have to do the same. Okay, we can also do the other way round. What about we have 8, 16? How many quarters are these? Now I chunked 1. 8. You can see. So I divided by
2.
By 2. Yeah, by 4. Yeah. So then I also need to divide by 4 here. And that would be 2. Exactly. But that is one way of simplifying. So we're now where this question 3 starts. So this was all an explanation. We need to simplify it to the easiest term possible, which means to the lowest number that you can find. Can I make this smaller? Like, can I a lower number? Yeah. Okay. 1/2. Can I now simplify it again? Can I put it into lower numbers? No. Why not? Because this is a 1. So there is, yeah. No, we cannot put zeros there. No. No, also no decimals. No, these are fractions. Yeah, but we this goes into a different area. Okay, so now let's see if what about if we have some bigger numbers? 490 over 560. We can cross the zeros because we don't need them. That's always a good solution. Because what do we do when we cross zeros? In reality, we don't just cross them out. We divide the number by 10. So this is how we get there. So we divide this by 10, which means we just cut off the 0. We divide also this by 10, we cut off another 0. So we could also, you know, divide it by 10, divide it by 10. I mean, you don't need to do that, but this is what you could do. And then write the numbers again. Okay? And now, do we have another number that we can divide it by? It would 2 work? Divided by 2? No, because we have a 9 here.
No, 3 is not. 7. I think it's 7. 7.
7. 49 divided by 7 is 7. 56 divided by 7 is 8. Okay, what if you do not know your times tables? We have a little trick. We have 7 times 8, yes we do. So these are your fingers. Your fingers can help you to do that one. And you have to think about these inner ones. They're number 6. This is number 7, 8, 9, and 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it only works with 6 times something, you know, like 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. 6 times 7, or so everything above 6 to 10. It wouldn't work if you want to know 3 times 4, but these are easy anyway, so that's okay. So let's say 7 times 8, you wouldn't know what that is. So what you do is you find the 7 here. 7 times 8, yeah. So you have a 7 here and the 8 here. Yeah? And then you combine them and count them. So the first step is counting. Count the ones that are in this area. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 fingers. So 7 times 8 is 50. And now, yeah, that's good. You know your timetables, that's good. What if you don't know it? So we have, how many fingers do we have left? Here we have 2 fingers left. And how many fingers do we have left here? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's very nice as well.
Oh, isn't it? Isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It is a good, you know, like checkup to just check if this is correct. Now, the second step is the rest of the fingers, you need to multiply. So it's not just adding them, that wouldn't work. 3 times 2 is 6, exactly. And it works with any other number as well. So you might want to practice this at home. So you just need to know your fingers. So this is number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same also for this one, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you put them next to each other on your board. And then, you know, it depends what kind of number you want to multiply. 6 times 6, for example, or 7 times 7, or 8 times 8, or 9 times 9, or 10 times 10. You know, well, 10 times 7 is easy. So, or 6 times 7, or and so on. In this case, it was 7 times 8. So you count these together. They're just counted together. So we have 5 fingers here. And these, the rest that are just floating in the air, these are then the ones that you have to multiply with. So you multiply 3 times 2 is 6. And here you have the tens. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the tens. No, it's better if you know it's, you know, if you know your times tables, please go by your times tables. This is just if you're stuck, or let's say you panic and you just don't know, you know. Okay, now let's continue. 5, 5, 5 divided by 50. How do you simplify this?
Each 5.
Yeah, divided by 5. It is 111
10.
divided by 5, 10. Do you need to change it into something else? No. This is it. We cannot, don't. Yeah, unless they ask you to change it to percentage or something. No, but they just say simplify. So you just simplify. You don't do anything else afterwards. We have that one here, and we can't do anything about it. So that's it. Last one. 480 divided by 540. Divided by 10. And then?
Let's use 2. The smaller one to cancel it. So let's cancel it. Yeah.
What?
2. To divide.
Yeah.
2 goes to 48. 24.
So you mean by 2? Yeah. By 2. Okay. By 2. So 48 divided by 2 is 24. And
Also,
27. And can you do it again?
No.
Yes, we can.
By 3.
We can do it by 3. 24 divided by 3 is 8. And 27 divided by 3 is 9. Very good. Is 9. We could just go directly from here to here. We don't need that step in between. You could just go directly and say divided by 6. So 48 divided by 6 is 8. 54 divided by 6 is 9. But this one wouldn't be correct. You need to check if you can simplify it again. So if you start with 2 dividing by 2, you need to check maybe you can do another 2 or a 3 again. Good.